Hello, hello. Alright, I'm just getting a little bit more set up. I think Facebook says I'll technically start in 5 seconds. We'll see how this transitions, because I'm curious. So 0, and it doesn't show what? So if I hit refresh, is that when it shows? I'm trying to figure out certain things here. I like being able to set up the schedule beforehand, let you guys know when I'm going to be on. See, it says live, but I had to refresh the page. That's kind of a burden. Oh well. I'll have to try to figure out something about that one. Alright, let's do the little sharing. And it's onto my timeline. Welcome. I'm Nathan BoogieMan Roman, or otherwise known as the BoogieMan. Oh, great. I liked seeing errors already about 2 minutes ago. Well, I'm gonna close down this because I don't need to see that. I'm gonna continue on with some of the animation, but today I'm gonna do more work on just getting the forms of these characters, because I only have 2 in this. I have Angel Dust from Has Been Hotel, as well as Fat Nuggets. I finally looked up the name and remembered it properly. I knew it started with fat something, except for some odd reason I kept saying fat bacon last night. Bacon did sound good. I think pigs are cute and everything, but you know, I also find them very delicious. But yes, Fat Nuggets is a cute, adorable little piggy that Angel Dust has pretty much befriended, taken, and then become his own, their own pet. There's quite a few designs, because actually I'm only recalling Fat Nuggets appearing in one thing. Fat Nuggets has quite a nifty design too. Like the it's all pink and such, but it has these black splotches on the back. So yeah, there's quite a bit going on. So yes, this is part of me doing my animation work. I want to be able to get these characters down pretty well, to where I can redesign them quickly and efficiently and get the transition and movements. So I do need to draw them a few more times before I feel I've got that comfort level. So I'm going to start off with something adorable today, and you know, maybe just keep drawing Fat Nuggets all day. You know, maybe I'll try to put in an Angel Dust in there, so to be part of it. But you know, we all find the cute little piggy so adorable, don't we? Yes, we do. All right, so I do want to turn this a bit gray so it's not blinding. There we go, a little bit toned down quite a ways. Alright, so I got my other screen. I do need to make sure I transition so everyone can actually see my drawing screen, because I remember doing that one day. Nobody got to watch me draw at all. You just saw my beautiful face all day. Which is not a bad thing, right? So there we go. It's a blank canvas. And we're going to take this, shrink it, make sure I can still see chat where, and there we are. Feel free to stop by, say hi. Hopefully I'll notice and not be totally engrossed in what I'm doing. I do believe I set this mature when I did not mean to, because I just never unchecked it. Because I'm what my friends like to call Captain America. When it's not Friday evening and other people are cussing, I don't cuss. Well, that's not true. There are times where I do cuss. So I can't completely say I am not without a few brush. There we are. Alright. Hands on the screen, and we can now move about freely in this cockpit. Alright. Alright, so Fat Nuggets. It's got an interesting shape, but it's really just two ovals. Alright, so then what I want to do is I want to play with a red color, and we're going to make another layer. And this Fat Nugget's got a cute little cheek. Boom, down. Actually, again, Fat Nugget's is a chubby little thing, so we gotta make sure we render that into this character. So we're gonna actually eliminate that neck, which they have done. So I'm going off the original design done by Vivian. And by the way, congratulations on that. Seeing a deal with A24 Studios. And it's going to be great to see what ends up happening with yeah, I'm trying to think and draw at the same time. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. But has been Hotel. Which again, where I found this, I said, you know what? I really like the music video Addiction, and I just loved Fat Nuggets. And I said, you know what? Let's draw Fat Nuggets. So I'm not going by my circle. I'm making Fat Nuggets bigger. Well, bigger in some way, because I'm thinking I'm not making his arms as big. Boom, boom, boom. Just going for that solid form. Yeah, I clearly I didn't need that because I'm going for a bit bigger piggy. Yeah, all right. So again, I'm trying to get down this design, and that way I can keep recreating and possibly make it in more shapes, more changes. Because in the end, I'm making an animation, so it's understanding this character to the extent of trying to see different shapes. So this is straight on. Back that up. Straight on, kind of 45 degrees. No, a little bit downward. I do hit an ear. So yes, I'm going off a reference from the actual video, Addiction. And its first appearance. fat nuggets inside that. Got a lovely big schnoz. And we got just very simple, but, you know, expressive eyes. Make sure we get that other ear. There's a lot of shadow in this particular picture. Just trying to make sense of some of the shapes. Because the front legs I made taller instead of thicker and wider than the original. Hindquarters just a little bit. A little bit more. And of course there's a big old shadow underneath, so we don't really see this other foot, but there we go. And then we got the cutest little tail ever. It's got some thickness. And there we go. All right. And then it's got this very unique spearhead point. 'Cause this is a demon piggy. And I kept reading, like, and people were like wondering, like, why is the pig doing? What's a pig doing in hell? Gluttony, right? Could have been just adorably eaten so much, and they go, "Oh, we just want to keep feeding you." And, like, they fat nuggets had no qualms with eating, and ate himself to death, right? Okay, now let's resolve this other ear. Believe. Not quite. That's the problem solving I have to do. You know, I do want to make this softer. It's not as straight edged. There we go. Okay. Now what else? Oh yes, I keep glossing over this ear. Now this one, I still have an issue I have to figure out because I completely neglected it. Because this actually should go like that. And then this. It's more like that. Because this whole part is in shadow. Because there's a deep shadow, because the room was dark. I'm wondering why Fat Nuggets was in such a dark room. But you know, Fat Nuggets actually, the little black splotches glow in the dark. So are they really ever in the dark? I think there we are. Now, there's some other feature, yes, I need to make sure is in here. Fat Nuggets actually has little spikes across the back end. Make sure we get the proper perspective. We're gonna back off on that and redo that line. Trying to make it. And alright. Fat Nuggets needs a bigger rump and bigger tummy. I think I need to bring this line down, and fatten these legs up. It's looking kind of thin. If this is the case, then this line technically brings it over to here, which means I just have a spike you can see. Alright, so again, gotta bring down these. So that leg is definitely disappearing behind this. We will just gotta bring in quite a bit more. I mean, this is what makes Fat Nuggets so dang adorable, is the fact he's a pudgy little piggy. And again, if he was taken to hell because of gluttony, we gotta make sure it shows. See how much of a difference we've just made. So that means also this line I can bring out quite a ways, which should help align it up. I'm holding my elbow so I don't move it. Not a bad choice if you really feel like you're gonna jostle your certain part and you're trying to work from the shoulder. Alright, and I'm also working from the wrist a bit just because like some of these lines are really just don't need to be that much of a grand gesture. Alright, so we also got to remind us, yes. There we are. Now these splotches, they've got this unique shape. So in this case, I'm just gonna get this and give me a moment. Oh, my strength was needed to open up a jar. Okay, and then we got another one. Now how far does this one go? This one, actually. So we want to get the shapes down, because this one is medium sized. It's not as big. This one is rather large. But they're like these teardrop or eye shapes, almond shapes across the body. So there's those two. There's 4 total. And this one's rather close to the others. That one's got more teardrop. And this one's kind of off on its own, but so those are filled in. And these are the ones that glow across Fat Nugget's back. I'm going to assume that on the other side there's a very similar kind of version, but then Fat Nuggets also has other marks. Just got the big ol', let's reduce some of this eye. It's not that big, but they're pretty big, you know. There's the one that's close to us, just a little bit bigger. This is also filled in. So that's going to be pitch black. And this is just a patch of darker pink. Same thing with across the well, the top of the head. And there's a big old darker spot also on the back. And we also the stomach. So I'm just making reference to where those are. This nose, I still feel like I'm not getting quite right. So let's erase it, and we're gonna spin the canvas a little bit so I can get the angle I want. And this too will be filled. Actually, you know what? I'm getting the angle wrong on these. Just keep thinking they need to go that way, but they're actually this way. And yes, I am drawing from the wrist on these ones because I'm just making ovals. There. Now I do need to make this rump just a little bit bigger. There we go. That's one render of them. I mean, I'm still going to work on shapes and everything because it's really... Fat Nuggets got this unique shape, and I'm not feeling that nose quite yet, but so now we got that version. Let us go and make facing the other way now. But this time I'm going to make them sit. So again, I'm looking back at the reference. This is actually me, because I know I have a shot where Fat Nuggets is sitting just like this, looking up at angel dust in my animation. So I'm going to use this opportunity also then to make this adorable look. Alright, so then we got... And this is where I have to make the decision. Does Fat Nuggets when looking up have a more of a chin? Or is it still just flat with the chest? And I think it's going to be flat with the chest because we're going to keep it consistent. At the same time, we're going to simplify it because again, if I have to recreate this, it's a matter of always keeping it the same. So, Fat Nuggets into his first leg. Sure, yes. Fat Nuggets is a very rude one, a very cute pig. And we got I need to make these longer because I just realized that, yeah, I'm kind of made him, I'm making him sitting, and for some odd reason I'm making that front end so long. So let's do this. And that's probably, that feels a little too high. I want to make it a and of course. There we go. Which then brings in this arm. Again. Okay. Then this definitely has to be up higher though. Or at least feel like definitely further forward. This needs a better angle. Yeah, it's that right arm that's not in the appropriate space. And I feel like I'm making it too long, so I guess I need to lift the whole front end of the body. I guess. So we got all this. And again, I'm also like, again, it's keeping Fat Nugget's shape just right. To make it very close, if not similar. Not quite. It doesn't seem as wide as it should be. Feels like it needs to be wider still. Yes. thinking this arm is so big. Maybe I really do have to. Get it down further. The feet are little cutesy, little. Let's see about. This is a shot I'm gonna have to do a few times just because it's got so much going. Looks a lot better. Now let's do it. Do the spike. Another one. Just pretty sure there's also a time where I had one of these spikes in a very odd angle when I was drawing a fat nugget. And that spike was just bugging me, and I could not find what was working out for me. Eventually I had to just walk away from it. I'll give myself a moment. Regroup, come back. Stare at some more adorable pictures of Fat Nugget. I want the nose to be bigger. And that looks to be like a good thing. Alright, again, we will figure out the positioning. Again, we are doing the other side, but we're assuming it's the same. If we go up this way, that's a little too shallow. Follow the imaginary line to its start. Okay, so we got some on the chest, stomach. We're gonna make it see that this is darker. Now typically it's just a little bit lighter pink than these ones. These are kind of hidden. Then we got the really dark portions. Again, we're looking at this at a whole different angle. So we kind of have to figure out how to best render them in this. So where would they be? I think that works. And then it's always the other eye, the far one this time, that has the big old patch. Just a lighter pink. And yes, that's the reason why I'm drawing in red, actually, to Even though it's usually what I end up doing is drawing in most things in red. But we'll make that a little bit lighter because it's a lighter red. And I think I got all the splotches. Did I remember them all this time? Yes. Now here's also another thing. Nose is a darker pink. Same thing with the ears. So we're just filling this in to kind of get a better idea. Now there's nothing on this portion. There is, tail itself is a darker pink. The spikes are darker pink as well. So we'll just going through and make sure, making proper reference to certain aspects. And yes, this is the darker designs compared to the light reds. There. Now there's no mouth most of the time, but I could put in one because, you know, Fat Nugget does eventually give a nice lovely kiss to Angel Dust. Alright, so what other... We also have a moment where Fat Nuggets was lifted. Yep, alright. Kind of making heart shapes really when I'm starting to think about how the design is of Fat Nuggets. I'm looking up at Angel Dust. There's the patch. Yeah. Oh, that needs to be down a bit further, but here we go. Yeah. HAI. No. Nope. I'm making Angel Dust's hands because this is the point where they are lifting up. Should be the thumb. Yes, I think. Hmm. Yeah, somebody wants to be heard. I don't know if anyone can actually hear Adrian. Oh, I got that pudgy arm. That thumb is gonna bug me, but we don't necessarily have to put in that hand just yet, you know. We can just draw suspended fat nuggets. Actually, you know what? Let's make this there. I think that's making that plenty big, right? So then we also got fat nuggets belly. That's rendered with pink. We got the splotch on the eye. The ears themselves. We have the crown on top of the head. I'm not against the arms. I can't see the hindquarters, and I can't really see maybe one spike. Because this is about the same. Same rendering it should be. Okay, so. Teardrop. Teardrop. And these ones are dark. Trying to go for a mid shot on Fat Nugget, the actual animation. So this would be about that. Let's see about inking and getting some color and just finishing these out, seeing how it all comes together. Alright. Yes, I am on a different layer. We're going to even lock it down. I'm overshooting. I will do some cleanup. usually the first thing you do. Alright, so there are certain parts that do not get inked. Come on, we got this. Almost. Alright, now I've started things like just flashbacks. 1, 2. Joseph mentioned it last night. Nice. Oh, almost looks perfect. Let's flip it around so I can see. Nope. Actually, I'm gonna pull that back quite a ways. There we go. That looks very lovely. Very, very nice. These are filled in with black, so we're just going to take care of that. Come on, we got this. Look at that, and oh, well, there. Looks perfect. Nope, almost. Loosey goosey. Yeah, gotta remember, keep my proper posture, don't get slouchy. There we are, and slightly bigger than the other one because it is the closer eye. again, that extra color on the outside does not get used. Oh, let's do it this way then. There we go. No, 'cause it's too structured. We want a nice clean kind of curve, but yeah, 'cause the pudgy little, just showing off some pudgy cheeks. Nope. Yeah, the tail has also. Okay, and then the spikes. There. These ones don't need anything but this. Again, our big black. Big black almond leaf kind of shapes. So these are all full black. We're just gonna fill them in with the black. We will use the other tools to help with the other colors after we get all the ink. 3 of these. I'm going to try not to do too much cleanup, so I'm trying to get them done on the first go. So I'm going to spend a long time on ink cleanup. I know I can. It's very relaxing. And that's one of my big things about telling people. It's like, you don't do art for everyone else. You do it for yourself first. You do this because it makes you happy. And then by putting it out there, you might be able to brighten out someone else's day. Okay. Alright, so now, again, I'm going to ink these just mainly so I can actually see what my full rendered idea is in these positions. No. Yeah, that looks nice. Perfect. Like it. I do have to change the angle on this particular foot. Yes. Oof, almost. Over here. Perfect. Make sure these lines are closed. We do not need open ones because it'll just make it that much harder later on. There. Oof. There. I'm gonna make this. There. I'm gonna give the belly a little bit more. You know, but there's a problem with that. My angle of which this comes into this is so different now because this should technically just be like right there. Because again, follow the imaginary line and it actually comes up like right up. Well, it looks like it's even, should be up even higher. Oh, still missed it. It's like right here. Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll angle on this one back. Nope. I don't like lining things up like that, so I need to aim elsewhere. It's practically the same, just a little bit. There. Just a little bit shallower than the original. We can go back to. Yeah, or. That line is gonna bug me because I'm trying to make the belly a little bit bigger. But it's like I need to change the legs in the process. So let's, again, we're just gonna finish and we're gonna make our notes. There. There. Very nice. I like that. That was rare opportunities when it just becomes the first line you make. Cherish those moments as they save you time. And again, just by practicing, by continuing on, you eventually get lines that you just like, I like this one, I know this one, do it in a few strokes. There it is, another lovely eye. So fill it in. Alright, do I want... There we are. And another. I think I like the... Alright, so now we get back to going down to the rear end. Again, we got that one in the back. Alright, so then we got these. The black splotches. Let's do it again. We'll do it again until we get it right. Oh, that was mean. I should have lifted when I finished the outline of it, but there. Now I can fill it in. That feels a lot nicer. We'll get to the color once we do the last one. It's kind of free floating out there. Then we need to Nope. One more try. One more try. We got this. Perfect. There we go. We got one more splotch. I feel like I got that angle a little bit wrong in the original, so we're going to change it now. Alright, now it's time for a really... There we go. I'll make sure I am on screen number 2. Nope. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. Another reason why I need to change my hotkeys. Certain ones are in positions I should go, I don't need them there. I'll just keep hitting the wrong button every so often. But you know, I can use the practice. I'm wondering actually, I don't think you can see. Sorry, I do not speak Spanish. But thank you anyways. Almost. Cool. All right. And yeah. Fat Nugget is by far the most adorable demon pig I've ever seen. I wonder what he did though to get to hell. I mentioned before my idea. Gluttony. And then when you really think about it, it enjoyed itself too much. Probably became the best bacon. Or nuggets. Pork nuggets. No, not quite. Okay, and then get the black splotches. Alright, so I think what we can do, turn off the ink, even though we run not ink but sketches. Take a quick look. Oh, yep, that's right. I got a few lines I need to fix in that first because I decided I'll overlap and then I go, I'll fix it later, and I go, I'm trying to avoid that. There. And I'm fine with that overlap. We're going to close you up. That one. course. There. And we need to close these up. There we are. That's closed. This line needs to be worked on because it should be. There. This one also needs a little bit more curved forward feel. Okay. There. And again, we'll do once over. Soften those curls. There we are. And everything looks closed. Oh, no, I already see a little. There we go. There it is. All right. We want to fat nuggets. Let's go right into color scheme. I'm trying to look for where I'll put that. I got that. There. Oh, I need to come back to this screen. Alright, so I got 3 renders of fat nuggets. One of which is from the me recreating from the Has-Been Hotel's Addiction. And then 2 from my own animation, which I already see quite a bit that needs to be changed, but I'm liking the inking. Let's go ahead and color them. Let's see what it looks like and have a finished render of these, and then go from there. All right, so I think I need to identify one aspect. Good. Okay, we'll do that, but we need to do the Control Shift and oop, not what I wanted. Control. Nope, still not, because it's Control Shift and I keep hitting Alt. Okay. And then, again, we're going to lock that up. We're going to lock up everything but the color layer that I'm working with. And we're going to go select, grow into 6 pixels. Wait, and then we're going to turn off those. Now we have, this is the lightest pink. Actually, you know what? I can make this a lot easier for myself. And I will go in and get that ear itself. And oh my goodness, did it just... Really? So this is the base. Yeah, let's just do fill and see what the hell happens. Yep, those are not the spaces I want to fill, but that was... See, I knew this selection was gonna mess with me. I should have just gone from one to the other, but oh well. Go back, go back, go back. We're just gonna smack that one with the color. There. That's mirrored. That's not what I meant to hit, but you know, that's a good. It's a good button. No, mirror. See, mirror. See, mirror. Actually, you know what I'm realizing? I do not want to work with this. Just in case. I'll make that its own layer another time after I'm done with what I'm working with. Does that even... No. Because that does not have what I want. Okay. I'm wondering. That means there's a line that's open. That's not what I want to see. It's along the back of the neck. Dang. I did miss one. Yep, right there. That probably explains why I had an issue when I did the whole selection. Oh goodness. See, now that I'm getting in close here, it's like, I see the pixels, where the color and the ink and all that. Alright, alright. Alright, now. There we go. Alright, so back to select, grow. 6. Into fill, and oh, crud. I already did the wrong thing I didn't want to, because I didn't go back to the color. And I didn't lock it down. And nor did I do the other aspect that I meant to, because this is one awkward thing about filling these colors. Sometimes it only fills up to the line, and it goes, no, I don't want you to do any overlap, and I want overlap. I want to make sure that color is tucked underneath that ink line. I do have that back there, which I forgot to do the ear. And that is another open shape, and that's not good. Random hiccups, thank you. Har har. There we go. Since we're in all the way here. This This way you can see what the grow is doing. When I say grow and I've done the inverse, I'm saying grow from the inside out. I'm telling it to do by 6 pixels, so it's growing into that ink as I want it to.
Yes, yes, I want it to.
And time to go to the right layer, and there we are. As you can see, it's actually also a nice little, if you really look at these, nice little render of the characters too. So you can see the lines that are not there but still there, reference to them. Remember, you don't always need your line art. Sometimes you just need it to assist you. In this case, it's really just assisting me in making sure I get the ink where, or the coloring where I want it. Alright, inverse. And then we do another selection inside that ear. Looks like I'm going to have to go in a little bit further and make sure I get that other small section. There we go. Select, grow. I'm going to do 7. Lucky number 7. Fill that color. And then we shall remove selection. Isn't that just lovely? Alright, so now, if I'm not mistaken, we have the darker pink. Oh, and then the hooves are a little bit, the hoof, foot, two-toe design. Huh. Actually, I have to, these are rather big compared to what they should be, and they should be smaller and daintier, like they almost line up with these. So I do have the feet wrong, but we're going to continue on with it anyways. So we need a darker, pinkier color. Yes. We're going to go back to the brush. We got a large. Okay, this is actually where I'd like to see the schedule at the top, but I am going to do that. I'm going to make it so I have an idea where I made the references for everything. Like where this is, there's a splotch on the back there, which actually, I have to remember that there's a splotch on the back. Because I might have a little bit there. I won't have it here, but we have all the timing. Alright, so this darker color gets everything else. Yep. We'll worry about doing some shadows after this, see if we can get a nice render of shadow and highlight going. Okay, and then we got the ears filled in with this. So I just have to decide. I am going to do yep, yeah, you saw me do it. They're all the same. I'm like I should just fill it in with the good old bucket tool. But, you know, I'll just do it this way. Alright, so if we got front end of the stomach here. Yes. I did that wrong again because again I'm doing all my color on the same layer. So really if I go over and I don't erase, I actually just go okay. We color back that. And then I guess a little. Doesn't quite show it from the side, but you know, I'm gonna. That's my choice. Doing these. Okay, and then even these spikes get them darker. Pretty easy, actually. Wait a second. I think those go even darker. That's right. So no. This ear needs to be. See, now that I think about it, it's like I didn't even need to select it all for that. But you know, it's not bad to have the base color and just make sure in case I miss something, it is all filled in. So we do have one level darker than this. And the tail is a level darker. So, darker and a little bit more washed out in the gray tones. So we got 3 colors we're working with here. Which is cool. I'll make note of that. And one other thing I should do real quick. Make myself a little palette off to the side. So the tail. That way I can grab the colors as I need them when I'm doing the other and not have to recreate them. So I'm just going to create a layer on top of this one, and I'm going to go in between everything, and there's 1, 2, and 3, just in case I need to reuse them. But 3 simple colors. And then lock it. And back to coloring. And we're going to do these hose as the darker color, because I do believe they're either really dark or they're just pitch black. I mean, this could be even a 4th color that I really am neglecting, or this. Well, I'm making this the base color because if I really want to, I can go over and darken stuff up. Pretty sure though this is the lovely color I want to go with. Oops, wrong way. Want the lower number. There we are. Give it a sketch real quick. Yeah, look, it's so adorable. There we are. We are on the right path. Yep, so since we're already on the darker color, we'll just work backwards, do the everything that is the darkest. And what else was there really darker? Boom, boom, boom. I think that's it. Yep, because now I'm off to the next one. As you can see, this is a part where I go, oh, that's right. I didn't select the belly for the base. Oops. Let's redo that. Yes, yes, yes. I should do selection, but... And that needs... this. Grab it from the source over there, not from over here. Not really what I wanted to do, but you know, you don't hit spacebar. Alright, so we do have... Let's see it a little bit. I'm making a little extra. So we just create the crown. Just on this ear needs to be filled. Yay! Actually, I'm glad I found this different Techno X one because this is pretty cool. It's a particular album. The sad part is it's called Stick the Pig. You can take that how you like. That is the name of the album by Techno X. So if you are curious, do hit them up. They offer their music free. Anyone streaming. Again, I will be doing more of these, just get more of a feel for these characters, because as I make multiple frames, because I calculated last night that it's going to be 307.5 at least individual frames that I have to draw, and that's doing it at 15 frames per second, which is going to make it look slightly like claymation. So I want to clean it up. I do want to do it at 24 frames per second at least. But that means a hell of a lot more. That's almost double what I have to make then. Because it's like 500 something then. Alright, I got the stomach above the thigh. I'm pretty sure that's all of it. Yes. Okay. So this one, we got a big old amount of the belly that we have to figure out, which I can do this. See, this is the other part that I could do instead of going, hey, let's fill in this and brush it in. It's like, no, I can just do this. That. And then I want to, yes, that's right, shift. There we go. this. I can even go and say, hey, I'm going to make this ear selection as well. And this is just something that makes your life easier. Select the areas you want a particular color to go. And it becomes that much easier. Then I also want to select my microphone getting in my way. And I'm pretty sure. Oh, I forgot the host on the other. Host feet. Darn it. Oh well. See? Boom. Everything's selected. Deselect those sections. Boom. Done. So if I go back in. Oh, I forgot the nose. Oh, well. Crud. Want this to be the render of the dark color. So we need to bring it on over here and select. No, not that. Alright, and there we are. Is that clearly looks. Oh, you know why? Yep, of course, because that would affect it. Yep, it does affect it, and that's why that's one thing I need to find how to turn off in Krita. It's like, don't get affected by this. Because now I have to go in and clean that up anyways. Well, I have to get the nose, so let's just grab that, go to brush, and then we'll finish this guy up. So yes, I was forgetting some of my little steps here, but oh well. Keep going and make myself more efficient as I do this one. Alright, so as you can see, all those blemishes, that's actually from the sketch that I did not turn off. And you can even see that from the edge there's quite a bit of jaggedness. Whereas if I do this, it removes all of it. So I am kind of going through and redoing what my selection did, because if you have other layers underneath it, it goes, oh, I will fill these in, but I will neglect these sections. Why are you on? Because again, it just Yeah, just being weird because it feels like it's a lighter color than it's necessary. So it looks like I'm still going through and fixing this anyways. Yeah, I need to figure out a fix for that. Okay, opened. Get rid of all that. Da 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 da. There. Oi. Just clean up messes. Ink unlock. Cool, I think. Alright, and fix some of the things. Nope, that was too much. Oh, yep, I need to go back and do these. I'm just gonna BoogieMan myself. Now when you have to draw a character multiple times, you really want to know the anatomy, know that character in and out pretty well. So when you start making it in any direction, facing any way, you know how all those features are going to transition from point to point, from every angle. We're going to turn off that palette, and then we're going to go back into this, and we're going to go this, and we're going to go a little bit smaller, and we're going to go, it is fat nuggets. And look at that. And yes. And there you are. 3 renders, and like I said, 2 of which are actually from my animation that I'm trying to figure out, which I definitely need to work on. The first one is from the actual animation, but I did not follow exactly. I do have quite a few areas that are, in my mind, are a bit off. Because like first off, right about here, that needs a better transition, needs to be fuller, thicker. It's got a bit more pudge. These hooves need to be redesigned from the original and actually shorten up the legs even a little bit more. This, I want to say this haunch feels like it's a little bit off, but I could just be overcritical. Until I actually shrink up the legs, I don't know exactly if that's off. I don't feel like it's off entirely, but it could be. But those are like very big blemishes to me. At the same time, if I look at this, how do I want to do this? How do I want to, let's go over, make this yellow, thinner. We're gonna create, no, I actually want to go thicker, just so we can all see this. If we draw a box, that's the bottom. This is the box for that character, and it's supposed to give me a bit better perspective on that. Now this, I can already see it's a little bit off, because as you can see, this front end is too right angle. So again, that's one of those things that I'm noticing, because like without doing this box system, I saw it. So I need more that, and this back corner needs to come down quite a ways, because I'm looking at more of like this. Yes, this makes a big old difference. When you're trying to figure out the three-dimensional shape of your object. And even going in there, and I'm gonna go, this goes over there, this actually there, and then, so the 3D box, and even then I am off on the back end of this. So that gives you an idea of the shape without actually making, and this one should be relatively straightforward, because it's going to be, where's that front end? Again, and that's just to give you an idea. Like three-dimensionally, your figure should fit in there in such a way that it looks like it belongs inside these boxes. And it takes some practice to get the idea of how that render should be. And like I said, like I was seeing some of this before I even drew these boxes, and it's like, I'm just gonna go with it, I'm gonna finish it, so I can make my mistake and I can reassess and I go, I don't like this feature, I don't like this, let's redo it again, and then you keep doing that. But the best thing you can do is just keep at doing it, keep making those mistakes, and then taking a critical eye to your own work. If you want to improve upon things that you do, then make sure you take the time to do it. That's all. And what I'm saying is, like, if you have to, even before you start doing the rest of this, make a box. See, I want this to be the front end. I'm gonna have a little perspective, actually. You know, it's going away from us. So it's got this interesting perspective. That's this. We got this front end. Okay, so we need to match this parallel there, and we want to go there. And we know the back end of my object is going to be a little bit higher than the front, which then this is there. Which then this really adds a big dynamic, because then I have even more, because again, I'm trying to make this a point of perspective. So even this line, I feel, is like, no, it's not quite there. We need this line of perspective to go and do this. And then we can bring this one up to meet it. And there we go, we got that object. Now we got the line that comes down to this one. And there, see, I've made one with a bit of an idea of perspective, a bit of it, but it's actually, even this line is then technically off, and I'm going to go, okay, well, let me fix that one. So if I go down and do this, suddenly my object is like, okay, now it's making more sense. I am understanding it now, because I really wanted it to be like this. So, alright, well then let's just bring this down. If we bring that over, how does this work? Does it now come out like that? I mean, technically now it's starting to look like it's, you know, one of those big old trash bins, the ones that the trucks would put on there. The side, you know, something like that. But draw boxes around your stuff. It can help you understand, especially because when you draw the lines on the outside, the inside that you're never going to see, and it just gives you a more of a sense of this object is three-dimensional, but I am drawing 2D. I need to give it shape. Need to push the form. So you got that. So you see, yes, fat nuggets from Has Been Hotel. And there we go. A little bit light drawing with BoogieMan today. And I believe I have... I think I have found a nice stopping point for today. And I continue on working when I'm behind the scenes, as I know I'm gonna have to keep doing this character over and over and over and over again until I feel it's down pat, down to what I want. Transitioning. So with that, of course, thank you for joining. We'll catch you later. We do have our Wednesday stream crazy show with myself and Shifty Cat, Kayla Wilt. And then we'll have Friday's Fusion Friday Fun Day with Hourlick Misfit XVI, Kayla Shifty Cat Wilt, and myself, Nathan BoogieMan Roman. And then again next Saturday you can find me here. I'll be doing more about this animation as the weeks are going on. I plan on finishing this one and getting it to be very short, because it should be about 20 seconds long, but you can see how long even 20 seconds can take to properly animate, create, then color, and all the other steps. So you can see me struggle here if you want. But I will be trying to do some of that actually off of stream, because I know there's going to be a lot more work. So I will probably come on, show you a few of the frames that I've worked, and then go into drawing a few for you right on stream, and then continuing on while off stream, where I can do it at my leisure a little bit more so, and get up and walk away, because it has been 2 hours right now, and I need to take a break from this monitor. So I appreciate everyone that sits a like, a share, or anything, because you guys are what makes this happen. And let me always know what you think. It always helps, because we like to shape this. Now I do want to say that we also are always looking for other artists. We want to interview you, we want to talk to you, and I do have a few already, that I've been discussing things with, a few that Kayla has. So we've got a few ideas, but we need to batten down what we're looking for. Not necessarily looking for people, but more so of how we want to conduct ourselves on those. But you might catch those on a Wednesday, maybe even a Saturday on my solo day when I'm usually here by myself. We'll have them jump in, and we'll find a way to have you have an opportunity to say hi, or just see us, do some art together, see if we can blend our styles, or just have fun with it. And with that, this is the BoogieMan dancing on out of here. I'll catch you critters later.